With us now is the Democratic Congresswoman from Ohio, Shontel Brown. Congresswoman, thanks for being here on the Hill on NewsNation. So you see that poll, basically 7 in 10 Americans know nothing about what the president called one of the most significant pieces, basically, of his tenure in the White House. You've got a messaging problem on this one?
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm so glad you're talking about it. As we celebrate the 1-year anniversary, it is one of the most proud moments as a freshman that I had the opportunity to cast my vote for, because it is doing exactly what it says. It's reducing costs for Americans. It's investing in America, and it's making the tax code fairer. And it is the biggest investment to deal with the climate crisis in our nation's history. As we think about what's happening right now in Maui, we know that the wildfires are getting worse, floods are getting heavier, rain is falling more, temperatures are increasing. So this big investment is really tantamount and really a real statement as it relates to Biden-Harris's administration. We are saving people money.
But you talk about the Inflation Reduction Act. Yes, inflation is coming down, but poll after poll shows, Congresswoman, that Americans, by and large, do not like this economy and do not think it works for them. For example, a Quinnipiac University poll that was put out today once again shows that the president's approval rating with the economy is well underwater. Only 36% of the public believes that the president is doing a good job with the economy. So what is President Biden doing wrong?
Well, we know that when polling has never been favorable for President Biden, and what usually happens is when polling shows that they count Joe Biden out, we show the polling they don't know how to count. So this is nothing new. President Biden's plan is working for Americans. And I think part of the thing is that people just aren't giving him the credit he deserves. That $35 cap price of insulin, the pharmacies and the pharmaceutical companies are taking credit for that. But that is the work of this Biden-Harris administration. When one of your panelists talked about
you think though the economy is just simply bad polling and counting the president out? Because I would guess if you go around the country, you would have many people say, not for me.
Well, I disagree. When you think about 13 million jobs that have been created, when you think about the investments in our roads, railways, bridges, airports, sewers, crumbling infrastructure, making sure that people have access to high-speed broadband internet across the country, those are things that are a direct result of the 117th Congress when Democrats held the majority and Biden-Harris coming into office. So we are absolutely holding our promise. And to circle back to the Inflation Reduction Act, this is all being paid for by the corporations, making sure corporations pay their fair share and making sure that those tax cheats are paying their fair share. So we are delivering for the American people. We just have to make sure that they connect the dots and understand that the things that they are benefiting from are a direct result of President Biden, Vice President Harris, and the Democratic 117th Congress.
Connect the dots, as you say, but it appears, and I think you would even acknowledge, the polling shows that there is a little bit of a disconnect there, and that's part of the issue for the president going forward.
Continue to connect those, sure people know great work that's been done by President Biden and Kamala Harris and Democrats.
Got to leave it there. Congresswoman Shontel Brown from Ohio, thank you for being here on the Hill. Come on back. Thanks again.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.